the third anniversary of a mother's worst nightmare, a confrontation that should never have happened, and Dorit Kemsley just became Beverly Hills' most hated housewife. Here's the shocking moment that changed everything. Before we get into what went down, you need to understand Amanda Francis's heartbreak. In 2022, Amanda gave birth to twin boys 11 weeks early via emergency C-section, Zion and Kanan, two precious babies fighting for their lives. Zion's placenta was faulty. He struggled in the womb. When Amanda finally held her son for the first time, he died in her arms, just 5 days old. Kanan survived after 68 days in the NICU, but Amanda lost half of her heart that day. 3 years later, the anniversary of Zion's death fell on the night of Rachel's psychic dinner party. Amanda debated whether to attend. She told her fiancé Eddie that last year was weird, and she didn't know how she'd handle it this time. But they decided being around friends might provide a good distraction. Amanda only told Kyle Richards about the significance of the day. Kyle was the only person who truly knew what Amanda was walking into that party carrying. At Rachel's dinner, Dorit decided it was the perfect time to confront Amanda. About what? Ghostwriters. Yes, you read that right. Dorit was upset because Amanda had made comments about people using ghostwriters for their books. Since Dorit used a co-author, she took it personally. But it went deeper than that. Amanda had also expressed concern about Dorit publicly trashing PK during their contentious divorce. As a former children's therapist and co-parent herself, Amanda worried about how Dorit's public comments would affect Jagger and Phoenix. She said it in a private conversation with Kyle, showing compassion for Dorit's situation. Somehow, that got back to Dorit, and she was furious. So there's Amanda, holding on by a thread on the worst day of her year. And Dorit starts attacking her at the dinner, accusing her, demanding answers, getting aggressive about something that could have waited literally any other day. Amanda tried to understand what Dorit was even talking about. She kept asking for clarity. Do you mean Kyle? Do you mean Kathy? What exactly are you accusing me of? The confusion was real because Dorit was taking one sentence completely out of context from an entire night that wasn't about her. Then Amanda said it. The words that literally took Dorit's breath away. Zion died 3 years ago today, and I'm holding on by a thread. Stop. Read that again. A mother just revealed she's grieving her dead child on the anniversary of his death. Any decent human being would immediately back off, apologize, and drop the conversation. Right? Not Dorit. According to Amanda, Dorit's response felt designed to stop her in her tracks. Dorit claims she offered sympathy and suggested postponing the conversation. But that's not what happened. Amanda kept waiting for the appropriate response. And oh my god, I had no idea. I'm sorry, let's drop this. But it never came. Instead, Dorit kept pushing. She kept the confrontation going even after learning Amanda was in emotional crisis. The conversation should have ended immediately. It didn't. Kyle Richards noticed it too. In confessional, Kyle said something that shocked fans. She called Dorit self-centered. Kyle literally said, "Get used to it," implying that making everything about herself is just what Dorit does. This is huge because Kyle and Dorit have been close for years. For Kyle to publicly call out Dorit's self-centered behavior means it was really bad. After Amanda tried to leave, Kathy Hilton did something baffling. She encouraged Dorit to go after Amanda again. Kathy, who called Amanda a little annoying earlier in the season, basically sent Dorit to chase down a grieving mother. Dorit followed Amanda to the door. Amanda was trying to leave, trying to escape, and Dorit cornered her, wiping away her tears and trying to keep the conversation going. That's when Amanda said the words that went viral. "Don't touch me right now, please." A woman grieving her dead child had to tell another woman not to touch her. Think about how uncomfortable and violated Amanda must have felt in that moment. She set a clear boundary, and Dorit had pushed her to the point where she needed to verbalize it. Rachel said something that resonated with everyone watching. She admitted that if she were in Amanda's position, she might not have attended the dinner at all. Or at minimum, she would have given everyone a heads up about what day it was. Jennifer Tilly agreed, questioning whether Amanda should have come if the day was truly that difficult. But here's the thing. Amanda shouldn't have to announce her trauma to protect herself from being attacked. The onus isn't on the grieving mother to warn everyone. The onus is on grown women to not start fights at dinner parties. Sutton Stracke suggested Amanda could have given a simple heads up, which would have helped the group be gentler. But Sutton's missing the point, Amanda told Kyle, and once Dorit learned the truth mid-confrontation, she should have immediately stopped. Dorit tried to defend herself on the after show. She claimed Amanda's revelation took her breath away and that she would never have initiated the conversation if she'd known. But then she contradicted herself by saying Amanda's timing felt very designed, as if Amanda weaponized her grief to shut Dorit down. Let that sink in. Dorit essentially accused a mother of strategically using her dead child's death anniversary as a manipulation tactic. That's what very designed means. That Amanda calculated this moment to make Dorit look bad. The accusation is disgusting. No mother weaponizes their child's death. Amanda didn't owe Dorit advance notice. She owed her nothing. Amanda showed up to a friend's party hoping for distraction and support. Instead, she got attacked. This incident reveals something ugly about Dorit's character. She's been spiraling since her divorce, and instead of dealing with her own pain, she's lashing out at everyone around her. She's publicly trashing PK despite warnings from Kyle, Sutton, and others that it's hurting her kids and making the divorce worse. Kyle tried to help by bringing in Mauricio to mediate, but Dorit took Kyle's involvement as betrayal. She accused Kyle of taking PK's side. Now Kyle is annoyed with Dorit and says their friendship is in a really bad place. They're apparently heading toward a fight that Kyle compared to the legendary Amsterdam dinner. When your closest friends are calling you self-centered and saying you make everything about yourself, that's a problem. When you can't recognize that attacking a grieving mother on the worst day of her year makes you the villain, that's a character flaw.